Hello everyone and welcome back. So next we're going to post the figures from the analysed cash book to the general ledger. So here we have an example of one. So this figure here is the total. And remember, this is the debit side, all the money come into the business, whereas this is the credit side, all the payments going out. This is receipts, this is payments. So we've got a total. And we've got sales and VAT. So you'll notice for some things you've got VAT and not for others. Same over this side, we've got VAT on purchases, VAT on oil, but there isn't any VAT on drawings or rent. Okay, so you know from the double entry system, the totals will go to one account, and then in this case, all the other columns will go to their own respective columns in the general ledger. And now for the analysed cash book here, we're going to be using the total figures, which is the total there. Over this side, remember, this is not actually the total. This one is, because this is the total when we balance it. This analysed cash book is balanced. Now we go to the general ledger, we will be balancing each of those little accounts. So I'm going to use the total figure, not the balance, because that's exactly the same as this, because you added this in, remember that? So I'm going to be using this figure and this figure. Okay, so where do they go and what side? On the debit side, it's easy to remember the total figure goes to the same side, i.e. the debit side. Likewise here, the credit side goes to the credit side in the cash account in the general ledger, same side. Then, because of double entry, all the other accounts, so you go into those little columns, those little accounts like sales account and VAT, on the other side. So if it's debit this side, all the others are credit. Likewise, if this is credit, and it is, all the others are debits, as you see there. Okay, let's try it. So first, we have 84 for 84,500, and that we have to put on the debit side of the cash account in the general ledger. So I'm going to go to that, the cash account. Cash account, there we go at the top. So the cash account is on the same side on receipt side, and it's 84,500. Yeah. So we're going to call this, what month was it? November. November receipts. So that's the total figure. Total figure. Now the other two figures, 75,000 and 7,500, go into the general ledger accounts, sales and VAT. And because this is debit side, these must be credit. So I'm going to put them on the credit side. Let's do that. So the first one was the sales account. So because debit side, it must be credit side. Credit side. So I'm going to put here cash 75,123. Let's check that out. So this is debit, so this must be credit. Sales account 75,000. So sales account 75,000. It comes from the cash book. Okay. So the VAT is credit side as well. So VAT down at the bottom. Credit side as well, 7,500 that was. I'm going to call that cash. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Keep it on the same side for the main figure, the total figure, all the others on the opposite side, credit, in their own accounts. Let's go over the other side then. So we have the credit side, the payment side. Keep it to the same sides. The total figure there, oh, it's not this one here now because that's just the balancing total. It's 42,500. That has to go on the credit side of the cash account in the general ledger. Up at the top is cash. So this is going to be November payments. A bit long for that there. So that was 42,500 on the other side. Okay, same side of the analyzed cash book. So that means all the others have to be debit. We've got quite a few here, so it's just a matter of putting them in. So we have to debit 28,810 into purchases, 2,890 into VAT, 6,000 goes into the furnishings, 6,000, nope, rent, 2,700 will go in onto the debit side of drawings, and then finally 3,000 is going to go into debit side of wages. So I just have to keep putting on the debit side. Let's see, purchases. So this is all cash, the cash book. Cash book purchases was 28,810. 28,810, let's check that out. 28,810, that's right. Next we had VAT, so I'm keeping the same side debit. So down to the VAT account. It's come from the cash book. So 2,890. Yep. Next we had rent, 6,000. The debit side as well, rent. So from the cash book, 6,000. The drawings, 2,700. So remember, drawings are when the owner starts up the business, he or she puts money into an account, and this is called capital. And then when they take money out, which they're fully entitled to for their wages, then that's called drawings. Next we had wages. So keep it on the same side from the cash book. Now we have 3,000. Let's check that. Yeah, okay. So it's bearing in mind with something like purchases, this is probably a payables at some point. So it could be somebody buying something for cash, but it could be that they've bought it on credit, i.e. payables, and then the next step then is when they actually pay. So then they've actually paid, and that is recorded in the cash book. Likewise here with sales, these could have been receivables at some time. Somebody, a customer bought something on credit, and then when they actually pay up, it's recorded again in an analysed cash book. So that's kind of the end of the cycle of credit, when they pay up or when we pay up to our suppliers. Okay, so that's how to post the analysed cash book to the general ledger. Well done all.